Hi everyone, how you doing? Today's video is does aspirin prevent a heart attack and a stroke? Alright, now you can take that on two bases. You can take it on the fact that you've had a heart attack and the doctor's prescribed you 75 milligram of aspirin a day, and you're basically asking the question, is the aspirin going to prevent me having another heart attack or something like that, which it does thin your blood. But my main one is if you're out and about and someone is having a heart attack, can you actually help save their life? I was first aider for 12 years, and luckily enough I knew a lot about heart disease, which I was able to actually save my own life when I took a heart attack on a Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and realised all the symptoms. And anyway, to cut a long story short, 14 years ago I saved my own life because I knew the symptoms. But today I don't want to waffle around here. Can an aspirin prevent a heart attack and a stroke? And the straight answer is yes. And people are already saying, well, not everyone, there's people on the site here that agree with me on a lot of things, and they do sort of watch YouTube videos and they know the effect that aspirin does have, but you're not going to save anybody's life or your own life if you're actually having a heart attack. I'd read I didn't read an article. A girl had left on a heart attack forum the fact her husband had been out cycling one Sunday and he felt a chest pain, and he sort of got off the bike and he collapsed. Passed her by in the car, stopped. Obviously he was a first aider and knew he was having the heart attack and gave him aspirin, and the aspirin saved him until the ambulance came, which was very, very lucky. Now, one thing I always carry about with me, and I keep it in like a wee vase that size on my key ring, and I always let everyone at work knows I keep my keys in my drawer, so that if I was to have chest pains or anything like that, and all my family know it, or if I'm at the gymnasium, the people in the gymnasium know, so they do. I don't put my keys in the locker. I would let them have my keys so they have quick access. But the difference is the aspirin to save your life is not the 75 mil. There is one you can buy. It's 325 mil, and that is the big bad boy that you need if you feel like you're taking a heart attack. You have all the signs, the chest pain, stuff like that, can't breathe, and you're having a heart attack. If you've had a heart attack before, you know you're having a heart attack. But not only if you keep it in a wee vessel sort of thing, not only can you save your own life, you have the power to save someone else's life. And the 325, someone's having a heart attack, right? What happens is, we all know how the heart attack happens. The plaque builds up, the plaque breaks off, the plaque runs down and goes into an artery and blocks the artery. Once the artery blocks, that's it. You're having a heart attack. What you need to do is unblock the artery. Now, a 325 mil aspirin is just the job to break that artery. It'll not break the artery like a clot buster they'll give you in a hospital, but a 325 mil aspirin will put enough, what do you call it, it will unblock it just enough to let the blood flow enough to keep you alive. It will actually do that. I mean, a 325 mil aspirin, and you can buy those aspirin in the likes of Home Bargains and Pound Stretcher, places like that there, for a couple of quid. So by carrying that around, and then like an emergency, you can buy wee plastic things, you can buy things you can keep in your pocket, let your mates know you have them. Or if you see someone like that guy, that cyclist, you could be there sort of going, saying you're having a heart attack, put the aspirin under the tongue, tell them not to swallow it, just to suck on it. The aspirin will then flow down into his arteries, and it will make enough of a hole in the blockage until an ambulance will dial 999 911, or if you're in India, I'm sorry, I don't know the dialing code over there, but whatever it is, if you're Indian, even leave me a comment and let me know. I'm curious as to what your code is for 999. I'm not even sure if it is still 99 here in the UK or whether they've changed it or not. But anyway, the ambulance will arrive, they'll take you up to the hospital and they will bust the clot. But your little aspirin, your little aspirin will shoot its way down and it will make enough of a cut into the blockage to give you blood flow, to keep you alive, to get you to the hospital. So I carry one with me all the time. So if I feel like I'm having a heart attack or something, that the 125 ml aspirin will be under my tongue, and I will be sucking on it to dissolve. And it's the same with the stroke. I mean, the only difference between the stroke and the heart attack is the fact that the clot is blocking the passage of blood flow to your brain. It's still basically a clot, and only it's preventing the blood flowing to your brain. So you get the same effect. So for the price of a few bob, that in Belfast, a few bob is like a few shillings. And if you're a young person watching this, you probably don't even know what a few shillings is, because an old boy like me, shillings, I think shillings went out of fashion way back in 1970. It's all decimal now. I don't like decimalisation. I never did like it. Life has never been the same since the 1970s. It had more fun back then as well. Although I must say, the technology back in the 1970s wasn't great for your heart. My dad died of a heart attack in 1976. If they had the technology, and I'm just saying, if my dad had the knowledge that I have now, he obviously knew that he was having a heart attack, because he was at work, so they phoned for an ambulance. So they did, and he died on his way to the ambulance. But or not to the ambulance, to the hospital. But he could have had an aspirin, a 325 aspirin on him. He could have put that there, and there you are. He could have been alive for 20, 30 years more. I'm lucky. I've had 14 football seasons in which the Manchester City have won 4 league titles, God knows how many cups, and blew it away in the Champions League final because Pep thought he was going to play a chess match instead of a football match. But that's off topic. But at the end of the day, you gotta look. You gotta look after yourself. You gotta take care of yourself, because a lot of people, say whenever I post something on Facebook, "Oh, you're not a doctor. You're not a doctor. You know nothing about heart disease." I'll tell you something I do know. And funny enough, I phoned my doctor the other day, and I was wanting the calcium scan done, an appointment for the hospital to get a calcium scan done, which shows you what the calcium score is in your body, and it's one of the best predictors of whether you're going to have a heart attack in the next couple of years or not. That's a fact, right? So I phoned and couldn't get through to the doctor. That's the way it is now. You don't see the doctor. The receptionist takes what you want and then gets back to the doctor, and then she comes back to me and says, "Oh no, well, give you a calcium blood test, see how your calcium is. The calcium has nothing to do with your heart. You got your cholesterol tested a few weeks ago and your cholesterol was fine." Well, I says to her, look, calcium is important in heart disease. So I mean, the doctor didn't know that. The doctor didn't know that. Calcium. I'm going next week to get a calcium test, right? And all that's going to do, I think it's something to do with the kidneys. I looked it up, but it's nothing to do with the heart. The heart one, you can Google it. It's called the it's a calcium heart scan, and it gives you a score. It's like not 100 and then 100 to 200 and blah blah blah, but the lower it is, the better, right? And the higher it is, then the higher your risk of a heart attack. So it can basically tell you that in a couple of years' time you could have a heart attack, thus warning you and giving you the chance to improve things in your lifestyle. But anyway, why am I even talking about that whenever tonight's video is about, can aspirin prevent a heart attack? I don't know why you guys watch my videos, because I go off topic all the time. I really do, but I'm glad you do watch it, and I really am enjoying the fact that I'm getting a lot of comments left now. I really appreciate it. It does make a difference, because I like to hear all your experiences, and it's great. I'm getting views in India, you know, and I'm actually thinking of going on a holiday in India. You know, I could arrive in Mumbai or somewhere to get there, and I could be walking down the streets of Mumbai and some guy shouting out, "Hi Arthur, I watch your videos." That was a terrible Indian accent. I said terrible. My apologies to all you Indian viewers for that terrible impersonation. Um, I also have views in all parts of the world, in Malaysia as well. So, hello to all my viewers in Malaysia. Hope you are keeping all right. And apologies for the shadows you're seeing. My camera is right beside the television where I'm sort of watching the Spain match out of the side of my eye. And whenever they sort of move the ball, it sort of takes the colour and transfers it over to the side of my phone. But I'm not really complaining because the quality is better. I'm using a different phone now. But yeah, always carry a wee vessel or a wee plastic tub with 1 or 2 aspirin in it. Aspirin does prevent an actual heart attack. Someone's having a heart attack, you're having a heart attack. You put that tablet, D25ml, D25ml, it's got to be the strong one, onto your tongue, suck it slowly, try and relax. You know, it's difficult. I found it hard to relax during my heart attack, but it did actually. You just relax. You let it go. You know, and it will go down the arteries. So it will, and it will make a passage. It will make a passage enough to let the blood flow through the clot, and you, my friend, will live to see another day. Praise the Lord. I wasn't being funny there, by the way, because I am a bit of a believer, you know. I actually feel a song coming on. It was the Monkees, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the Monkees way back in the 70s. Anyway, enjoy your night. I shall be back on Thursday night or Friday? Probably Friday. But thanks very much for watching. If you've got a YouTube, what do you call it, account, please subscribe. I'm getting up there. I'm at 81 now. You know, I'll soon be at 100, you know. Only another 900 to 1,000. I'll get there yet. And I'm saying, give me a like. I like. I like a like. And hit the wee bell there. See everything. It's the one that's shaped like a bell. It'll give you a notification whenever I post another lot of rubbish. Post another informative video to help you not only save your own life, save your dad's life, you know, save your uncle's life, save a friend's life, you know. You'll be sitting in a bar or away on holiday in Spain or something like that there, and you know, your father-in-law's there, or, you know, friends there, and they suddenly collapse of a heart attack, you know, can't breathe. Nobody knows what to do. But hang on, you do. You know, if you've took my advice, you're carrying that wee thing with the aspirin inside it. You know, you relax whoever it is taking the heart attack, and slip the aspirin underneath their tongue. You know, lie them back, relax them, get them to suck that tablet, and that tablet will go down. It will unblock the artery. They will be able to breathe just a bit better because the blood's getting through. And then the ambulance will arrive. They'll be taken to hospital and the clot will be busted and they'll probably be stented. You know, you can save someone's life. You can save your own life, because it does prevent heart attacks and strokes. All the best, my friends. Take care. Talk to you in... Jeez, I'm getting old. I really am. What did I say? Thursday? Friday? Friday. All the best. Bye-bye.